Most people can name exotic animals from Africa or the Amazon, but almost no one talks about the creatures that exist only in the Philippines, many of which are more unique, more ancient, and more endangered than anything found elsewhere. Imagine a national bird so powerful it's been called the ruler of the skies. Or a bat with wings longer than a grown man. A frog that breathes without lungs. These aren't myths, they're real, and they live only on the scattered islands of the Philippines. This country isn't just a tropical paradise, it's a living archive of evolutionary miracles. But many of these animals are vanishing, before the world even gets a chance to know them. Towering over the forest canopy with a wingspan over 7 feet, the Philippine eagle is one of the most awe-inspiring raptors on Earth. It is also the national bird of the Philippines, a creature so regal and rare that seeing one in the wild is considered a near mystical experience. Endemic to the islands of Mindanao, Samar, Leyte, and parts of Luzon, this eagle symbolizes courage, strength, and independence. It nests in the tallest trees and hunts with precision, feeding on flying lemurs, snakes, and large birds. But despite its power, it is fragile. Deforestation, mining, and illegal hunting have brought this majestic species to the brink of extinction. Fewer than 300 breeding pairs remain. The Philippine eagle isn't just a bird, it's a national legacy. To protect it is to protect the heart of the archipelago's wilderness. Letting it vanish would be like losing a part of the Filipino soul. If you think pigs are ordinary animals, think again. The Visayan Warty Pig is one of the most unusual and endangered mammals in Southeast Asia. Males develop dramatic mohawks during mating season, rising like natural crests down their backs. Their faces are marked by wart-like pads, which protect them during fierce battles for dominance. These pigs once thrived across 6 Visayan islands, but today they survive only on Negros and Panay, where their forest homes are disappearing fast. They face threats from illegal hunting, land clearing, and interbreeding with domestic pigs. With their wild appearance and rugged behavior, they symbolize the untamed resilience of the islands they inhabit. But they also stand on the edge of extinction, unless urgent protection measures succeed. The Philippine Tarsier is smaller than your hand, but it carries an ancient lineage and a mysterious presence. With eyes larger than its brain, this wide-eyed primate clings to tree trunks in the dark, scanning the forest for tiny insects to snap up with lightning-fast movements. Found primarily in Bohol, but also on Leyte, Samar, and parts of Mindanao, the Tarsier is among the world's smallest primates, and one of the most sensitive. Loud noises, bright lights, and human contact can stress them into death. Though often portrayed as cute, the Tarsier is a delicate, nocturnal predator from deep time. It evolved in near isolation and now survives in only a few remaining forest patches. To see one in the wild is a privilege and a reminder that not all wonders roar. Some just blink. The giant golden-crowned flying fox is the world's largest bat, with a wingspan reaching 5.5 feet. Yet this giant is no predator. It feeds entirely on fruit, especially figs, and plays a vital role in dispersing seeds that keep the Philippine forests alive. Named for the golden fur on its head, the flying fox looks like a fox with wings, gliding silently through the night skies of Mindoro, Palawan, and Mindanao. Despite its ecological importance, it's heavily hunted for meat and often misunderstood. Entire bat colonies have been wiped out, not just by poaching but by fear and superstition. But this creature is not a monster. It is a guardian of trees, a silent farmer of the forest, and a species that the Philippine ecosystem literally depends on. Deep in the rivers of Palawan, scientists found something truly bizarre: a frog that breathes with no lungs. The Philippine flat-headed frog, Barbarula buswangensis, absorbs oxygen entirely through its skin. It's one of only 2 known species in the world with this adaptation, and it lives in clean, cold, fast-moving streams. That means even small amounts of pollution or sediment can be fatal. The frog's flat body and wide head help it cling to slippery rocks while staying submerged. It doesn't make much noise. It doesn't jump far, but in evolutionary terms, it's a quiet miracle, proof that nature never stops experimenting. It survived unnoticed for decades. Whether it survives the next few depends entirely on us. Most monitor lizards are carnivores, but not the Panay monitor lizard, Varanus mabitang. This rare species is herbivorous, feeding primarily on fruits and leaves in the forest canopy. Endemic to Panay Island, it spends most of its life in trees, avoiding conflict and quietly helping with seed dispersal. It's shy, slow-moving, and extremely hard to find in the wild. Deforestation threatens this gentle giant, and it remains one of the least studied monitors in the world. Yet its peaceful habits offer a different side to the monitor family, one that balances rather than dominates. It is a tree dweller, a quiet vegetarian, and a reminder that not all survival strategies involve teeth and speed. The Philippine forest turtle, Cebifrons latensis, was once thought extinct. Then in 2001, it was rediscovered in Palawan, setting off a race to protect it from extinction a second time. This freshwater turtle has a domed shell, a blunt snout, and a pale yellow jaw that gives it an ancient appearance. But rediscovery came at a cost. Wildlife traffickers quickly moved to capture and export them for illegal trade. Now critically endangered, this turtle is being guarded by conservationists who breed and release them in protected areas. The fact that it still exists is a miracle. Keeping it alive will require laws, education, and deep respect for what was almost lost forever. They sound like fantasy creatures, and they look the part. The giant cloud rats of the Philippines live in the misty mountain forests of northern Luzon. With thick, fluffy tails and slow, deliberate movements, they resemble a mix between a squirrel and a chinchilla. Some species grow as large as house cats. Cloud rats spend their lives in trees, feeding on leaves, fruits, and bark. They are nocturnal, elusive, and vulnerable, especially to logging and habitat destruction. For most Filipinos, these animals are practically unknown, and yet they are among the most unique mammals the country has. They are the quiet royalty of the canopy, fluffy, rare, and found nowhere else on Earth. The Philippines isn't just a nation of islands, it's a nation of irreplaceable life. Its animals evolved in isolation, shaped by volcanic mountains, deep forests, and ancient rivers. But isolation also means fragility. If these creatures vanish from the Philippines, they vanish from the world. You've just seen some of Earth's rarest animals, and they all call one place home. If we want to keep them, we can't just admire them. We have to fight for them. Because extinction isn't just a scientific term. It's a silence that never gets broken again.